welcome back. Yeah, you're right. Bamboo growing in the shop. Houseplants in the shop. Not even bothered by it. This has been a very heavy week. My roommate, Billy Faye, her dog passed away. Yeah. So, two friends this week, right? One really needed me, Billy Faye. And the other one I needed. The other one turned out to be a huge disappointment again. Always disappointing. Yep. So, very heavy. Lots of emotions, other people's emotions. Lots of consoling. Bereavement, right? And then disappointment from another. It's just all a part of that spiritual journey that I've been on for quite some time now. And it's ramping up. I'm in the light. I am the light. I am becoming the light. And there's bamboo growing in my shop and I don't care. I'm just going to tackle the backyard with the mower. It is not a great mower. It's one of those ones that it's a mulching mower. It does not adjust easily. You have to take the wheels physically off and move them. So right now it's in the lowest setting, right? And this stuff is looking kind of high. I want to get it cut because it's making it buggy back here, and a lot of this produces thorns. So if we cut it now, we won't have any thorns in the dog's feet back here. Well, the reason why it's gotten so high is because I'm so damn busy fishing all the time. Don't have time to do all the gardening work I would love to do because I'm constantly doing other things that I need to do. And I'm all the better for it. I love to work. If I wasn't working, I would be far crazier than you think I am. You don't want to see that. You want to see me working, because that's what makes me a good man, is the work I put in, because I'm working towards something here. I'm working for something. It's not just money. There's more involved than money in life. But right now, there's about this much gas and this much yard, right? Come on. Hit the primer. We got drops of rain coming. We'll see how much I can get cut. I might focus on where the people and the dogs walk through here, and then move out from that. And there we go. No more gas. I'm absolutely covered in sweat because that mower here on this property is a workout. You gotta push, you gotta pull, Up and down hills. Backyard not too bad, but bad enough. Woo! Rained a little bit while I was doing that. Let's see what I got done. My path coming down here is wide. Don't have to walk through tall grass. I'm gonna go get more gas and finish this tomorrow or next day or so. Busy man. I get it when I can, you know. You see, got this nice bit, then this bit to go. Yeah, you're right. When mowing becomes spiritual, everything is spiritual. When you're a Noahide, it's like conversion in a barrel of molasses. It's real slow. Dealing with your stubbornness, right? You're gonna stick to being a Noahide for a while before. I mean, we all have our own reasons, right, for it. Maybe someday full conversion, but it is a spiritual journey when Judaism is the path you're on. Oh. Now that was some good spiritual mowing. Yeah, you're right. I don't care what it looks like right now. I'll go back over it a few days. This last bit I had to do was the toughest, the thickest, and it was kind of wet. So it's not perfect, but it's cut, and it's cut really low. And I'll let it dry if it will. There's a lot of rain, right? There was rain before I started this video, there was rain during that first bit. I ran out of gas, and it was rain before I started this morning, and it might be rain later on, but I'm done for the day. Yeah, you're right. Spiritual mowing. I can really just get in my head when I'm mowing, and I get in tune. Yeah, you're right. I'm in a better place. So is the backyard, and I'm covered in sweat because it was a workout. Yeah, you're right. Spiritual mowing. Whew. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're right. Barak Hashem. Would you like to see where I'm hiding the lion? One of them, anyway. I have quite a few. So I got a AC finally. I did a fitted curtain around it to keep the light out of here a bit. Yeah, one of my lions is back there. I was in this room for quite some time without an AC. Over winter, it wasn't bad. Spring, it wasn't bad. And it started to get warm, right? And I just kept the door open, but I would hear the TV, and it was fine, though, have the fan on. It'd be nice in here. And then we started having days sticking in the 90s. And I started to not sleep good, not just because I was getting warm in the night or in the day, also because I'd hear that TV and other things. And now I got the AC over the weekend, and I'm sick because I have an AC now. I feel horrible, and this is a Monday, and I definitely feel it. Yeah, you're right. I am happy that I have it. Look at this. A gift for someone who disappointed me. It'll probably sit there till they stop disappointing me. It took me a while to make up my mind which window do I put it in. Thought it would be this window originally, but look how open it is right in front of that. And then right here is the bed. So yeah, there's other things going on, but I want to put a free organ here because it's probably going to be easier for me to get help from someone to get a free organ than a free piano. Pianos are heavier, but the free organs in the area, they're electric, right? And you can find some that are cool. They're almost like synthesizers. Problem is, most of them don't have line outs, so I had to put a line out. And I have more room here. I want my studio back. I got everything just packed away, sitting in the closet or sitting in drawers. I want that mixer, so I was thinking, what do? I need some kind of furniture here to put stuff on. I got my reel-to-reel right there. I got my guitar sitting there. I've got a kalimba right here. And a feather. A kalimba and a feather right in front of a cowboy curtain. I found a piece of furniture down in my shop that I could use. We'll go look at it. But I also have found several free organs, electric organs, Hammond down to Baldwin, and some ones that are rare. And they're like just a town over. Can't get anyone to help. I want an organ right here. Maybe the person who this gift belongs to, who's been disappointing me, will help me get that organ. That would definitely make up for disappointing me. The lion in the fitted curtain is roaring. Do you hear it? Open. I've done this several times today. There's things in here I swear I don't know why they're in here. Why do I have shit bags in an audio drawer? Anyway, I'm looking for 9-volt batteries. I got AAA, I got AA, I got more AAA. I thought I had 9 volts. I got rechargeables that are dead. I mean, you put these cheap rechargeables from Amazon, they don't last more than a couple of years. and then they're worthless. I'm just looking for 9 volts. Look, I got, that's a tape, that's a cassette tape loop, and I got all these random cassettes back here when I want to work with tape, when I want to make weird audio stuff with, who's Zaga Creek? There's a ghost in this camera, shuts off when it feels like it. Herb Alpert? Herb, yeah, herb is good, but that probably sucks, that tape. But slow it down and cut it up, make a loop, sounds good, I bet, or not. There's a random paper bag, here's some push pins, here's some safety pins, and there's all kinds of components down here for microphones. There's a telephone mic, more shit bags, because maybe this is the shit drawer, I don't know. Guitar strap, there's guitar strings in here somewhere, you know. So there are no 9 volts, so why keep doing a tour of that drawer? Here's another audio, this is the cable drawer. Power drawer, these are all power supplies and a few different cables. I got some RCA cables, I got some USB cables in there. Oh, I got him. Oh no! Chaos! Chaos! Chaos averted. Pedals. More junk. You can stop. You can stop. We're not being invaded. Circuit bent stuff. Another mixer, my coma. More pedals. Pedals. Power. Pedal power. Various things. Tape machines. Tape players. Mini Korgs. Cameras that don't work that great. And microphone and camera mounts. Is chaos done? Not quite. I got my own chaos to deal with now, but I've also got a skull. All right, let's leave the lion roaring. We're in the darkness now. Ooh, but it's changing. We're only temporarily going through darkness. There's Boomer. I meant to do something different, but here's how this scene, this clip was supposed to play out. Anyway, I forgot my keys anyway. Let's leave the lion roaring one more time. Let it cool off in here. And it's like a freaking ice box in here. I got it set at 74. Okay, we're going through darkness. We got Boomer with us though. He just came through my legs. Come on, Boomer, let's go. Woo, my favorite thing. Texas nights in the 80s with lots of bugs and ill-fitting light. It's not all ill-fitting light. I mean, there's no light in here, right? But it's about to be ill. Because I'm ill. But it's slow. It's powered by molasses. Here. I don't want you to be in darkness forever. I'm up on my riding mower. Well, I'm up on the riding mower that doesn't... If I can fix it, I'll use it, and I'll probably, like, you know, just colloquially call it mine, but it's not mine. Nothing's mine. Even if I bought it, it's still not mine. There's my dog, though. That's mine. Yep. Okay. What are we doing? We're standing on a riding mower because the light is probably older than me. You have to jangle it. I'm not standing on the mower anymore. Last week was long, deep, with disappointment as well. Things happened. People had to go through things, and I was there for them. And another person, I wanted to be there for me, but they were not. Anyway, I tried to make a video about it, but it was too preachy, and so I remade it, and I put it up, and then I thought, shoot, I'm too preachy about that person that disappointed me. I mean, eventually I've got to forgive and move on and forget, but it's shit. No, you never forget a person like that. Anyway, I got busy. Did some spiritual mowing. Took me 2 days because I ran out of gas on the first day, and then I got more gas. And I got that AC in the middle of that. Well, now my body is sore and tired because I was using a mower that you gotta push, and it's stuck in its lowest setting, because if you want to put it in its highest setting, you gotta mess around with stripped bolts and remove the wheels and replace the wheels. And I thought, let's just struggle. Let's just cut. Let's go. But I live on a hill, so I'm going up and down the hill struggling. And then I'm sleeping in 72-degree weather. Waking up, not feeling that great. But I got busy. Look at this. People like, what changed? Looks the same. Well, anyway, I reorganized in here. This is not what I've done recently, but I needed this more accessible. That is my carp unhooking mat, my favorite one. And then I have other things that I grab frequently. I probably will change how it's set up, because if you want the stool but you don't want the machete, you have to take the machete down. It's just more screws screwed into wood. Ice fishing rods, hopefully I get to use them again soon. Various things. I like feathers, that's why there's always a feather stuck somewhere random. That is in my propane can. An item I can't bring myself to throw away or put somewhere where I can't see it. Someone dear to my heart. But anyway, Tenkara rods sitting here, landing nets, various screws have been screwed into various woods. Do you know what's in that gear bag? Do you know what's in these gear bags? Do you know what's in that bag? Various camping supplies. My grill. This is my rectangle grill. It goes low to the ground. This is my tripod. This keeps me from getting a ticket. This is my old pod. Here's my new one. Ray gave this to me. This is for my carp rods, and this came with, what did it come with? Where did that go? We gotta walk into darkness. Well, it's not really that dark, but my bite alarm. The reason why I'm freaking out looking for 9 volts. I have $5 in cash sitting on my desk and not much in my account. And it is damn near midnight. I thought I had 9 volts. I want to go carp fishing, but I do not have any 9 volts anywhere. And if I wanted to go get 9 volts in this town, I would have to go to Easy Mart, which is looking like a 7-Eleven ripoff. And I don't know if I can even afford one 9 volt with only $5 in cash and whatever's in my account, which isn't much. I have a solution. I also have a dog that is still here. Has not wandered off, following its nose. He's sitting out there in a shadow. I miss Shadow. I miss Felix too. Anyway, that's off topic. Yeah, I have a dog. But do I have the patience for waggler fishing? Because that's definitely, without bite, I don't need bite alarms. You're staring at a cork. I need bite alarms for carp fishing. But do I really? Do I really? I mean, back in the day, I couldn't afford them things. And I caught fine. I missed a lot of bites. Missed a lot of bites. Back in the day before YouTube, I was on the spillway of White Rock there in Dallas fishing for buffalo with homemade dough bait. I lost a rod because I was standing to the side putting off on my legs because the mosquitoes, I didn't want the mosquitoes to run me off. Looked over just to watch it like a bottle rocket. Big old buffalo. Back then there was some big buffalo in that spillway. Big buffalo just in that lake in general, but it seemed like if you were doing a session up on White Rock proper, you could get a buffalo and somebody near you is probably going to call it a German carp. But you're more likely it's more likely to be a carp session. There's more carp in the lake than there are behind the dam. In the spillway of White Rock, I always found buffalo, and they were always 30 pounds or more. Right? Big old fish. Big old fish. We don't have them in this lake, but yeah, I could factually say, and it's going to sound like I'm boasting, but yeah, we could get a 30-pound carp in this lake. Totally. Because they get them all the time. That's why. They're in there. Same thing with bass. We could get a big old bass over 10 pounds. Problem with these ideas of big fish aren't born big. They're born little first. Got to start somewhere, whether you got 9 volts or not. Yeah, well, anyway, I don't know what to work on right now. This isn't a fishing channel, but I'm talking about fishing. It's a part of me, just like Judaism. People say you shouldn't talk about that. You talk about fishing too much is what they used to say, and now they don't. They got used to it. So I kind of feel like working on music as well. I'm always conflicted. I'm always tortured. I always got to be doing something. And I'm always the better for it when I'm doing something positive, when I'm motivated. But the guilt kicks in when I'm not making money off it. Because this is what I do for a living. I hate being sick. I hate being disappointed. I like just doing stuff, going forward. And I like making money off it because that's what my father taught me. If he ever taught me anything, he taught me to turn your hobbies into a business and pursue them. He taught me to not give up, even though he gave up all the time. I mean, he gave up on me. He once faked amnesia to give up on a pregnant woman. But he was good at his art and his craft, and still is. This son of a bitch can cut like you wouldn't believe. And even though he's older than dirt, he hadn't cut a finger off. So that's good. I made a promise up there about a table. It's behind my tower there. Who pays attention when I'm in here shooting? I don't know, but somebody must. What's different? That tower right there used to be the tower right there. A little more room in here, a bit more of a pit. Dance floor. Anyway, I don't want to move the tower. Look at that. It's a square coffee table. Dirty looking, and I never thought I would ever use it. It will take up room, more room than I want. I mean, an organ would sit tighter to the wall, and you could still put a mixer and a couple, you know, some other things up on it, and then we could, you know, if we're not using the organ by sitting, if we're not using the bench for the organ, we could use the bench for pedals and other components, and then have stuff on the floor. So we're thinking pyramid, you know, we're thinking tiers. Top of the organ, most precious components we're using, such as, you know, the big mixer, which will sit up on it perfectly, and then a few other things, and then we come down. We keep the keys bare because we want to use the keys sometime, but then there are those times when we're not using the organ at all. Things could be set up on the keys, but if we're running like it's a business and, you know, we need to keep it a certain way, we probably will never put anything on the keys except for maybe a special occasion. And then we come down to the bench. Now, sometimes we want to be at the bench, but most of the time it doesn't really matter. We could just be on the floor, like we get up, we get down, we get up, we get down, we get up, we get down. Sounds like a song. I think it's a good idea. Get up, get down. Eventually this tower is going to have to come down. This is a speaker. Look at that. It's where you connect turtle wax, but you don't connect turtle wax to the speaker. You could. Ain't nothing gonna happen but waxy connections. There's a lot of interesting things back there. It is East Texas. We are not that far from Canton. Junk around here comes in copious amounts. Sometimes it comes in the brain, but not mine. Let's come out here. I hate this shadow right here, but ain't much I can do about it unless I want to crop out. I wanted to come out here and pet my dog. Thank you for staying out here and not running off following your nose and coming back all messed up, stinking and whatnot. When he does that, he just comes back wet. So maybe eventually I'll get on that. Oh, that shadow I don't like, but there is a shadow that I like. This is an interesting thing here, this lantern. Not because it's like an interesting item on its own. It's what's inside it. It's what is inside it. I don't know if you understood me, but I'm trying not to mumble. It's full of mud daubers or something. Look at them. I like that. I'm not going to change that. Curious item just hanging there that we never use, and we don't give much of a utilitarian thought to it because aesthetical. Yep. Hysterically aesthetical. Just like upside down 33. Doesn't need to be upside down. Those are tire patches. These are cattle cubes. That's a Sawzall blade. That is an old-timey tin of Doral, but it's just my sewing kit that can go up top. We got here various flavors, not for cooking, but for cooking. You know, when you're out fishing. Rechargeable bubblers, marshmallows, not for your cereal, for your sacole. We got a catfish killer, we got Bear Brown's catfish killer. Killer catfish, I suppose. It's a dough bait. I mean, I guess you can read, right? I'm just kidding. Stop typing. Uncle Joe's world famous cheese bait. And we got some peppermint puffs. This is an experiment. I've got baits in there that I'm not using right now because it's not necessary. I will be using them if I get out on a boat, but we're not targeting crappie that much from the bank right now. I mean, it's summertime. They're out deep. Smell that. You smell that? Come on. You say no. I don't think you're trying. Put your nose really, really close to the screen. Real close now. What do you mean? Ah, come on. You're not trying. Quite a few people were just kind of laughing or giggling or whatever. Some people were not, because they're just like, or they're accusing me of being cringe when I'm like, I'm an entertainer. Cringe is just something we give you. We're not, I mean, come on. It's humor. Get over it. We're doing it on purpose. Not all of us, though. Some of us are just cringe naturally. Anyway, Stuffed Puffs candy. It's a peppermint. And, you know, it's a big container. They fill it up. Landing. Something landed on the shop. I don't see my dog. Boomer? Hey, were you up top? How'd you get up top? It's not like I left a ladder out. Wait a minute. Do you have protractable rings? Anyway, there are quite a few people who actually know what's up. These containers, I have another one here somewhere that's empty. These containers, yeah, because they get so full of the candy, and it's a peppermint candy. Try it when it's full. Through your nose. Wow. Fill your head full of peppermint. It opens the sinuses. It's not as brutal as wasabi. I have some up top. Sounds good. I've got some rice vinegar too. I don't have any nori roll, but I have fukakari. Fukakari? Fukamiyata. That's for sure. Experiment. Oh, I took the lid off already. I was sitting there trying to take the lid off. The peppermint smell out of this container is a bit stronger than in the empty one because this one is fresher. That's an older container. Experiment. Yeah, like just storing some random stuff I don't use often in a container that smells heavy of peppermint. Yeah, because we're thinking like enhancement, flavor enhancement, right? It's just some crude thing to do, silly thing to do. And the reason, let me reach into this gear bag here and dig deep, see if I can get out an example. It's not chapstick. This is a flavor enhancement. This has anise, and which is like a licorice smell, and it's got garlic. All right, so I have no idea if panfish and crappie like peppermint. I think, it's something carp might be interested in because I've caught carp with Halloween candy that was peppermint flavored, butterscotch and candy corn. It might be a stretch for some minds, but I find peppermint to be in the same category as anise and licorice. But my thinking on it is peppermint is a real strong flavor. What if we We just barely put some in there rather than going with it, leading with it, right? Like you would with this, you're leading with anise. Peppermint. Around here, for your ground bait for carp, the most popular ingredient that a lot of these guys I run into are using chili powder. I think peppermint's spicy, but maybe we need to make a peppermint flavored ground bait. Talking too much about fishing, at least I'm not preaching. Yeah, but you know, if you got too much sin in your heart and it's holding you back or it's making people unhappy, and then you realize this fact, you go, oh, it's just change. I'm showing you changes. I'm constantly making changes. People say, oh, it's because you're a Capricorn. I don't know if that is real. But what I know is real. Israel. Israel. I'm Israel Kai. Yeah, you're right. Because what I know is real. Thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right. I have no freaking title for this video except changes. But maybe I'll come up with one in post. Because I'm just rolling through life. And I'm being good because to have a good life, you need to be good. Be good. Stop being a disappointment and be good. Or you're going to get spanked by your daddy. I'm just being funny. Stop typing. Thank you for watching. And I will see y'all next time. Barak Hashem.